Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1967 Hermes 3000 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in Switzerland and considered one of the best typewriters of all time, and in my opinion is the best typewriter of all time. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper, and this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. This is the paper bale. It's got two adjustable rollers and a scale. Also has indicators for the margins. The margins are lightning margins on the sides here with a silver lever. And it just sends the margin to wherever you are on the platen. You flip it and it sends the margin there, and it will indicate in red where it is right there. And if you want it closer to the edge, you just hold it and then push the carriage to where you want it. And then if you need to use the carriage release, which is above that, you can use that as well. So right now I have it pretty close to the edge. Same concept with the one on the right. Same lever right here underneath the carriage release. And say I wanted the margin right there, I'll just flip the switch and it sends it to that spot. If you want it closer to the edge, you hold the carriage release and that's the margin, the lightning margin lever at the same time, and it'll allow you to move that all the way to where you want it. Then you let it go, and that's where that margin is going to be for now. And it indicates up here too in red. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1.5, or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want 1.5, you just flip this switch down, it skips 1.5. Flip it down again, it skips 2. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that all the way to the top. There's a red indicator. Print the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it on the yellow indicator, it prints right down the middle. So it's red and black. If you have it on the blue, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. If you have it all the way down on the silver, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. So we're going to move that up for red. Beautiful. It's absolutely perfect. Excellent condition typewriter. And the feel of it is amazing. The print is unique. Director Pica, which is 10 characters per inch, and it just has a little bit of a unique boldness to it versus the common regular font. So it's fairly unique. So I'm going to compare this to the other ones that I would put in the category of the best of all time, which would be the Olympia SM9, which is it's a heavier touch and feel, and that's the Mercedes-Benz of typewriters. And then you have the Adler J5, which is more plastic. This is a metal shell. The J5 is kind of a little bit bigger with a plastic shell, and it's absolutely amazing. It's got the smoothest action of all the typewriters, and which is just a little bit smoother than this. This is super smooth. And then the Olivetti Latera 32 is the touchier version and smaller and compact, ultra portable, and that has a very smooth action as well. This would be the second smoothest, I would say, and light, not as light a touch as the Olivetti 32, but lighter than the others, especially Olympia. That's the heavier. Okay, so let's continue. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. And also, this is considered the Bentley of typewriters. It's been mentioned many times by authors. And I would say, like I already said, the Olympia is the Mercedes-Benz, and I would personally consider the Olivetti Latera 32 the Maserati, made in Italy. Shift on each side, a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the top side, very smooth. Tab on the right top. Right now we have them set on 10 space intervals. Very smooth action. But I'm gonna clear all those and then reset some by hitting the all clear button, and that should clear them all. And it does, the harder you press the tab button, actually that's pretty, no matter how you press it, it has a pretty big drag, pull to it. So that's why I always like to set one somewhere in the middle so that way it stops at that spot instead of slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear in your typewriter. If you just want to clear that one specific tab, then you just hit tab clear and it goes all the way to the end again, but I'm going to set one right there. Margin release to the right of that. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release button. It does allow you to go all the way to the end. That works good. We're going to move that color back to black because it's still printing red. The hood pops off from the back like that. It's got two hooks in the front, made out of metal. All the brand new ribbon is loaded on the left side, so it's pulling to the right. And if you want to switch the direction, you just rotate this ribbon guide to the opposite direction. It'll pull counterclockwise to the left. Flip it again, it pulls to the right. That's the direction we want it to go. So this hooks just back in like this from the front first, and then just pops right down, just like that. And this is your touch control. It's got an arrow going up. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit the keys a little bit harder for them to print, but they respond faster. You got a few options here. 1, 2, 3, 3 total. I guess 4 total, including that bottom. And that's it on the keyboard. This is your carriage release. So this is right directly behind the knob. By the way, this knob is 3D printed, designed by me. Because the original knobs break like crazy, this actually had a broken knob. They're the originals are very brittle. So, and they don't make them anymore, so they're actually really popular. Check out my shop if you need some. I got both sides available. Both sides of these are actually 3D printed. And this is your carriage lock. So you flip that down and lock it in the middle. And so it locks the carriage. To unlock it, you just flip it to the back and push it at the same time like that. Unlocks. And we already showed, this is the carriage release on the left side. Look how smooth that is. And the return is super smooth too. Like you don't hear anything, it's just silent. And that bell sounds so good, by the way. On the left side is just the line space. If you push it all the way back behind the one, it disables the spacing. It does do a half space when you hit the line space, but it disables the spacing when you turn the knob so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You put it back on the one and you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is a half a space. And the same concept, if you pull the knob out like this, you can turn it, and then you can also access to remove this knob, but I wouldn't recommend that unless you know what you're doing, because if you remove that knob, you can also pull out some of there's a mechanism in there that allows it to do that, and that will fall out, and then you have to find out how to re-put that in, which is not easy. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.